today I'm going to be giving you a closer look at this Ultrasonic Pest Repeller. So this is one that you can plug in your house, and it repels various things like mice, roaches, insects, rodents, spiders, ants, mosquitoes, using ultrasonic waves. So it's quiet, there's nothing big or fancy about it. You can buy this in a pack of 1, 2, 4, or 6. I got a 2-pack, and I think it's good to have multiple ones of these. Now I have similar ones to these. I use ultrasonic pulse repellers in my house all over the place. I've used them for years. But I used to have a lot less when we lived in a smaller 2-bedroom condo, and then we upgraded to a house. We had to buy more to cover more of the outlets. So occasionally I'll just buy more as we have like finished sections of our house and things like that to put them in there. Now, it should be known that this ultrasonic pulse cannot travel through walls. So it's good to put 1 or 2 in each room. So I don't have more than 1 in each room unless it's a large room, like my large family room that spans, that one has 2 in. I believe my kitchen might have 2 as well. And then as far as, you know, bedrooms and things like that, I have 1 in each room. So I'll just give you a close look at this one and compare it to some others. What I like about it is that it doesn't have a very, very bright flash on it. So let me show you this one, for example. Now we have, we actually put like, sorry, here's an example where we had this before. You can see that blue flash that's going off and the little ping it makes. Hear that noise? We actually put that like we would tape on a bunch of paper towel to block that flash and noise. So if we had this in the kitchen or in bedrooms or something, I mean, it would just flash and light up. So if it wasn't behind furniture, it would really be distracting. You would see like the room lit up. So at nighttime when the lights are off, it was a pretty bright flash. So let's compare that. So we put those on, and where I have it right now, it doesn't really matter that, but let's show you this one in comparison. So this one does have an on-off switch. So if you want it to be off for any reason, you just switch it. Okay, and when it's on, you can see that there is a little blinking green light. So it blinks pretty fast, it's quiet. Let's go ahead and hit the light so you can see what it looks like in the dark. Because that light blinks so quickly, it almost looks like it's a steady green light. So it's not very distracting when it's on in the dark, and it's quiet, and it's not quite as obnoxious as some that I've used where we've had to just cover them or something because it drives you nuts. Okay, so some things to know about this one. When you're using these ultrasonic plugins, you should install it about 12 inches away from the floor. So if you have outlets that are higher than the standard, like up above counters or something, those aren't the best places to put these. You want to put them closest to the floor. And you don't want to put it like behind curtains, behind furniture, behind, you know, big electronic devices with deterring sound waves that would throw that off. You want it to be out in the open, uncovered. So that's what's nice about this one, that it doesn't make a really loud noise, and it doesn't have a bright, obnoxious pulse because you don't want to hide it behind something. So whatever light and sound that it puts off, it's going to be out there in the open. So I do like those features about this one. Let's show you the on-off switch on this other one right here. So you can turn on and off. You've got your simple plug in the back, and that's all that there is to this. Now this one, they're typically, you know, a little long. This one's a little bit bulky in comparison to other ones that have kind of been more of a sleeker round design. It's kind of a, you know, bright blue on there, where I kind of prefer it to just stay a neutral color, like if that would have been just white, so they're not totally obvious sticking on your walls. But I do use these things all over the place, like them, like the on-off switch, like the fact that it's not making a loud pinging noise and doesn't have a big flash. So that's been your closer look at these ultrasonic repellers. Just a word on this. I know that there's differing opinions, that people say that ultrasonic sound does not work and things like that. Now, I can just say that I don't have tons of pests and rodents in my house. Since I've been using these, the only spiders and things I find, which I've been using them for years, and the only spiders that I find are either dead or they look like they're drunken and dying. Now, we do sprays as well. My husband is not a big fan of bugs, especially not spiders. So he does on a regular basis spray interior and exterior around our house. But an interesting thing, we use these ultrasonic things. We used to have like a lot of spiders in our old home, and when we started using them, we definitely noticed a decrease in the ones that we find, like I said, would either be dead or look like they're dying. They're just kind of moving slow and weird, so it's easy to grab them. When we moved out and we put renters into our old place, they contacted us right away and said, "Did you just have like tons of bugs when you lived here?" And they had way more bugs that first couple of months after we moved out and took these out of the walls. So, which was interesting because we really had not had a bug problem. So it seemed kind of apparent to us that they were working. And the same situation when we moved to our new house, we plugged these in and, you know, we really don't see that many bugs. We do spray and take other precautions because we just don't like them in the house. So, but I do feel like in my own personal experience that these repellers are effective. Another great thing about these is, unlike some sprays and stuff, you're not dealing with chemicals. So these are definitely safe for people and pets. So you don't have to worry even about your small pets being around these. So that has been your closer look.